Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with hot bacon dressing. That's right, not only am I going to show you one of my favorite salad dressings of all time, but we're going to show you a special New Year's Day salad of spinach and black-eyed peas that actually brings you prosperity and good fortune. All right, more about that later. Right now it's all about the hot bacon dressing. So I'm going to start by thickly slicing up a half a pound of good quality smoked bacon, nice big pieces. I'm going to put that in a cold saute pan with a little bit of vegetable oil, put that over medium heat, and cook that crisp. All right, so we're doing two things here. We're, of course, cooking the bacon, but we're also producing an incredibly flavorful bacon fat-infused oil to make the dressing with. So we're going to continue cooking on medium until the bacon is all the way cooked. It'll look like that. You know what crispy bacon looks like. When the bacon's ready, I want you to transfer it to a strainer set over a bowl. We want both things. We want the pieces of crispy bacon, of course, but we also want that oil underneath for the dressing. All right, so just reserve those two things. We're going to go back to the pan, which is now empty, and toss in our minced onion, put it back on medium heat. I'm going to drizzle in about a teaspoon of that bacon fat with a pinch of salt, and we're going to saute those onions for about 5 minutes until golden brown. All right, once the onions are soft and sweet, I'm going to add some garlic. I'm going to saute that for 1 minute. We don't want to brown the garlic. And then we're going to add our vinegars. So I'm going to go with apple cider vinegar and rice vinegar. We're also going to add some water. And because this is a sweet and tangy dressing, we're going to add some sugar. So I'm going to stir that in. Next in goes 2 heaping spoons of Dijon mustard. Not the yellow mustard, please. Get some Dijon mustard. I don't have anything against yellow mustard, as long as it's only used on hot dogs. All right, once the mustard is mixed in, we're going to raise the heat up to medium-high. Bring this up to a simmer, okay? At this point, I'm going to grind in a whole bunch of black pepper, because this dressing really should be nice and peppery. And then we're going to thicken this up a little bit using some cornstarch. So very simple, a teaspoon of cornstarch with a couple teaspoons of cold water. All right, mix it up, go back over to your pan, make sure you got the whisk in one hand, and you're going to drizzle in the cornstarch with the other. And that's going to thicken up really quickly, all right, like within a minute. And it's going to look like that. At that point, I want you to turn the heat down to low and drizzle in 1/3 cup of our bacon drippings. All right, so that's that oil we cooked the bacon in. You're going to stir that in. Because of the acidity of the dressing and because it's been thickened with the cornstarch, that oil, that bacon fat's going to emulsify right into this beautifully, and you're going to have this gorgeous, thick, glossy dressing. All right, remember the heat's on low. Last but not least, we're going to toss in our cooked bacon, and then it's pretty much done. We're going to taste and adjust for seasoning. By the way, use a spoon. Nobody wants your grubby finger in their dressing, especially twice. All right, so I checked mine. Not surprisingly, it needed adjusting. So I cracked in some more black pepper. All right, I gave it a shot of cayenne. I like this dressing a little on the spicy side. And a big pinch of salt. Make sure this has enough salt, otherwise it will be flat. And that is one finished hot bacon dressing. All right, our dressing is done, and while it's still hot, we are going to dress our spinach salad. And as I said earlier, this is a special New Year's Day salad. Greens and beans, very traditional on New Year's Day. They bring good luck. You'll have to read the blog post where I explain. But I'm going to add a handful of black-eyed peas to this baby spinach. You can use freshly cooked black-eyed peas. This is just canned that I rinsed and drained. I'm also going to add in some sliced raw mushrooms and cherry tomatoes. So obviously I'm just tossing one salad here, but I'll give you the ingredients for 6 on the blog. I'm going to spoon over my hot bacon dressing, and it is hot. You can tell by the steam. I'm going to quickly stir that in. Now the dressing's hot, but the salad's not really hot. So you want to work quickly. You want to toss it. I'm going to put that in a bowl. All right, maybe put a little extra of that hot dressing on there. And that is one gorgeous, gorgeous salad. So anyway, if one of your New Year's resolutions is try to get more bacon in my diet in 2012, then hopefully this will help. It was really, really good. Smoky, spicy, sweet, tangy. There's nothing not delicious about it. I mean, if you haven't had one of these, you have to try. It's just as simple as that. So go to foodwishes.com for all the ingredient amounts and more info as usual. And as always, enjoy.